Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. We are back into some racing in Chasing Yellow series, doing some of these as one-off races after a few weeks without Zwift Racing. A little bit less intensity for a while, but we are back and starting to ramp things up. We are on Braekfast Crits and Grits, 2 laps today. Up the Sker for the first time was honest, but with such a quality field of races, nothing was going to get away. So my plan was to be patient in the early stages. Scotland rolls so fast, so there are times like this where you can really do absolutely not much and kind of use momentum. Scotland, New York are very much courses where you can save energy. However, I was aware that in a mass start race like this, there would be lap riders on the breakaway Bray circuit, potentially opportunity to kind of sneak away in the right circumstance. And I took the advantage on lap 1 to give something like that a little try. You can see here, I'm going across and I can see a group of lap riders just up ahead. I think they look perfect to try something like this. Now, on my own, it's going to be super difficult, but maybe someone might jump across on the next lap of the Bray. So we keep draft all the way through this section. Very handy for a light rider like myself, and this allows me to kind of open up a gap. I kind of thought that on lap 2, this might dictate how the race would unfold, but it would depend where people were. But for lap 1, I thought, I'm here for a bit of a hit out. I want to have a solid ride when the times are right. So I kind of get into a steady groove around threshold or probably just above. So people are just warning the group that I'm up ahead in case they missed that bit of information. I'm not fully committed to this because I'm aware of how fast Scotland rolls, and there's just no chance I can stay away for 40 minutes with some of the riders in this field. So I am just kind of setting a steady tempo, almost hoping that on this lap I can do the same and a couple can jump across, that we can work together. There's some really strong riders in this race that, if working together, could potentially do something. But however, there are a couple of notorious dodgies in this field as well. Couple of old fellas, couple of people that I've never really raced before, but they've got notoriety in the community as being not legit. So it was always going to be tricky, and you can see here a couple of guys are attacking across to me, but it's dragging the whole field, which is kind of what I thought would happen. So I'm glad that I didn't burn kind of any more than like one match in this scenario here. You can see a group of guys is coming across, but it's not the whole group. But by the time we get back around to the end of this descent, it'll be the whole group pretty much. Gatesy making funny jokes about being Superman, as Woo's the first one to get across. My eyes are on Woo, particularly for moves today. Nothing really happened from this point on until lap 2. You can see on the mini map there's a rider, Ronnie, famous Ronnie. He's got a bit of a gap at this stage, but on this Scotland course, with the way it rolls, it's just so hard to get away. So look, this is the effort that are required to close down what would have been well over 10-second gap. Just kind of across in the draft, barely going to orange numbers, maybe for a moment, and boom, there we are. So it's energy conservation is pretty important on this one. I'll take you to the key moments now. One of the last laps, Gallagher makes a bit of an attack. He's someone you don't want to let get away at this kind of point of a race if the emphasis and intention isn't there from the group. So I follow along here, and this kind of causes a little series of events which was almost critical in a way. You can see the 60-year-old rider in third or fourth, chasing us across there. And now this is a big moment. The guy that I'm kind of watching the most on this finish is about to make a bit of a dig at it to try and go alone. There goes Woo. So made sure to follow Woo. Now this finish on the Sker is one that suits me compared to this field, I would say. on a mountain, I wouldn't back myself, and on a sprint, I wouldn't back myself. But this kind of finish, I like my chances, so I'm not going to let Woo get away today. But I'm happy to work with him. I know how strong he is, so I kind of roll to the front with speed. Drop him a little emote to see if he's keen to work together. But our mate Ronnie is chasing across at this stage. And so things are going to all come back together pretty quickly. As you can see, them just hammering it. Like, Scotland just rolls so fast. It's not a breakaway course in packs for like big similar packs. Heading up into the last few K, and I think it was Martin who made a good move up this draggy climb here. At this point, I'm just sitting in the wheels. My eyes are pretty firmly looking on the right hand side to see where Woo is. He's probably the only guy that I'm not fully going to let away. I don't know if this was to bait me, but he has a little go there, drops to 0. He completely sucked me in, if that's what he was doing. But last 800 meters now, set up in a good position. Legs are feeling good. Now, again, my eyes are pretty firmly attached to Woo here. But there are a lot of really good kind of finishers that still are a good chance here. If they went early, I'd be pretty confident I could go. But when Woo goes right now, I respect this move and know that that he can go probably for home from here. So I have to get into the wheels. But unfortunately, he eases, and then I'm in a bit of a pickle. So I kind of roll through a little bit to try and keep my speed high. And then I'm in a bit of two minds. We've got a bit of a gap, but I'm not really pushing. So then I decide I have to go all in. But as I do that, I realize that the group behind have so much more momentum at 50 Ks an hour. And I can see Martin's going to absolutely fly past me. And here I've just got enough to continue a gritty second kick. Get in his wheel. I feel like I've just got enough time to maybe get there, but am I going to get there? Oh, that was close. Too close for comfort, that one. That really hurt. So we get there by 0.05 in the end. And I feel like that minute effort, just what I needed. There's the Zwift power results. So 9.9 for the final minute for that double kick kind of situation there. That was happy with that one. Again, my timing wasn't on point, but I'm happy with the result. Gatesy had a good one as well for the Rainbow Chasers. So we'll catch you next time. There's a few exciting things coming up soon, so I'll keep you posted. Thank you for watching. Cheers.